Hi guys, welcome back to Chess the Matthew. So on this video, I will show you my blitz game on the Polish opening, in which I win in just 8 moves. So the said opening start with the move b4. So the idea of b4 is to control the a5 square and c5 square, and also vacating the square for the development of our bishop. So here my opponent plays e5, opening some diagonal for his bishop, and also intending to capture our independent pawn on b4. But here we can simply play the move bishop to b2. The idea of bishop to b2 is to develop our bishop on the b2, in which it also attacks his undefended e5 pawn of block. So here my opponent plays the move bishop takes b4, capturing the undefended pawn on b4. But here I actually blitzkrieging here and just play the move e4 instead of capturing immediately the e5 pawn, which is actually undefended. I play first the move e4 to open some diagonal for my queen and my bishop for a development. So here my opponent plays the move f6, trying to defend his pawn and also capitalizing that the black now is a pawn up. But in return for my sacrifice pawn on b4, it's just I have some rapid development, in which I can play the move bishop to c4, developing my bishop and also attacking his knight on g8, in which it actually gives some pressure because, for example, after capture, then a recapture to his rook, then there is queen to h5, giving a check and also regaining my pawn deposit on the b4. So here my opponent, after the move bishop to c4, he moved his knight to e7, in which he's trying to sidestep that line, in which I actually explained in the latter. So here I play the move queen h5 check first, trying to ruin his pawn structure, and after, for example, the move g6, covering the check. And then here I simply play the move queen f3, trying to maintain my queen on a developing square, because here I can actually control a lot of attacks on the opponent's camp, and with an intention in the future with knight to e2, so that I can now simply castle on the king's side. Although still I am a pawn down, but still on this position we shall see that I have a 3 developing piece for a pawn. So here my opponent just wait and play the move a6, in which the intention of this move is to give some bearing support on b5, so that he can now play the move b5, and then trying to develop his bishop on the center, so that he can now pressure on the white's camp. And after e6, here I can now manage to grab back my pawn deposit, because after bishop takes e5, this bishop on e5 is untouchable, and we shall see in this position that, let's say for example, if the knight moves here, then I can simply retreat, and with an equalized material. But here my opponent was so very excited when I play bishop takes e5. He thought that I was on a blunder move, and he plays the move f takes e5. But after f takes e5, and now I win in just 8 moves with the move queen f7 checkmate. It is now checkmate because the king can no longer escape to the check of queen, and this queen is untouchable because it was defended by the bishop c4, and there is no cover, so there is no escape, no capture, then it is already now a checkmate. So just a recap, in just 8 moves I win in a blitz game with the Polish opening with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I hope you enjoyed this video and please don't forget to subscribe.